Okay, hi. This is the Bold recap. All right. So today, Bold was good. Kind of spicy, but not as far as chemistry, as far as a fight between sisters. Okay, now, um, I didn't think of this, and I guess I should have, because I try to think of everything from all angles. But I really latched onto the gold digger, whatever, scenario. But I said Poppy doesn't fit the bill of that, so. Um, but her sister Lee is very convinced of it, and so okay. Today, let's see. RJ and Luna are in the office, and they're just talking. They started kissing a little bit, but it wasn't anything like that. And they made a joke about, well, if my mom comes to the door, Poppy, no problem. And then she comes to the door. And then so Luna starts talking to her mom about, well, like, what's happening with you and Bill, and then so she's getting into it, and she's answering questions, and whatchamacallit, Lee, Naomi Matsuda, comes through the door. You're dating Bill Spencer? Oh my god. Okay, so the angle I didn't think about for a couple days is the whole thing with Lee and Poppy is Lee's jealous of Poppy because, well, you could take it from many different angles here. Um, Poppy has had a more successful life in terms of she does something she likes, and she has successful relationships, and she has a good relationship with her daughter, and so everything is kind of like good, right? Okay, let's look at Lee. Lee had a failed marriage. She couldn't get pregnant, and so some women equate being a woman with being able to have children, and the fact of if you can or cannot reproduce. So if you can't reproduce, some women take that as a negative, that they can't even do what some people consider basic or whatever. I, however, don't fall into that category, never have. I don't, and it's not about norms or anything like that. I just knew from a very early age I didn't want to conform to I'm a woman, so I'm supposed to do X and whatever. You know what I mean? Because there's some things I want, yeah, but I'm willing to wait for the right ones to do those things. So, um, but okay, so Lee has a very successful career as far as job, but she had to fight for that too. So so it's like a combo. She had to fight for everything she has. Therefore, she kind of looks down on people who have it easier than she did. And also, combined with everything I just said, the relationship and the whatever, you know what I mean? So it's all combined. And also, I think that, well, I don't know. This is kind of a theory on my part, but I think that Lee always wanted to maybe be with Bill. I don't know, but maybe that's part of it too. So there's jealousy on that level. Um, yeah. Plus, what I hinted at way before, once I found out the relationship is, whenever you're the younger of the siblings, the older always try to tell you what to do because they mask it under I'm trying to help you out, trying to protect you. But I've learned in my own life you have to do for yourself and like experience. And there's no substitute for that. So, yeah. Okay. So on the other side, we have Bill. Bill Spencer talking to Liam. And actually, shocker. I actually like the scenes between Bill and Liam. Because number one, I feel the father son vibe when they're talking. And also, they seem to have a good relationship, so it's none of this intention, you know? Um, I like it. But he was kind of ragging him a little bit about, so how are things going? And he's like, you know, I don't want my love life or whatever. So he says, so Liam says, oh, so you have a love life now. Oh, it's a love life. Explain that. And he's like, yeah, I like Poppy and, it's going well, all this stuff. And then also he said something interesting that he already sees Poppy and Liam meeting each other. So that's good. I see forward progress in this, and I'm always a fan of that. So yeah, it's all good. And then the other side is a little bit. It was a bit mushy today, but I don't mind it. Um, Eric's back at home, so now they're telling him what he can drink or whatever, trying to modify his diet, I guess. So he wants a martini or something. And they don't want to give him that. So they give him pineapple juice. And then, so he's sitting there, and Donna's right there beside him. And Katie Heather Tom is great, is behind in a sparkly top. Okay, so then they're talking, whatever. And then Ridge and Brooke come through the door, and Ridge has coffee in his hand. And he's like, yeah, it's so good to see you. And it's nice to know that when I come over, you're going to be here. So, they got a little mushy for father and son. And of course, Donna and Eric are always like a little mushy, but I don't mind it. I'd rather have that than the people who don't like each other. Um, you know. So yeah, it was good today. It was good. I think you need days like that where nothing really like blow up contention happens. So, plus we've had 2 months, or about 2 months of, you know, what's going to happen with Eric on a daily basis. So I think they all know we need a breather for a couple days at least, a week. So yeah. All right. Bye guys.